letting that part kind of repeat over an eighth note or over like a quarter note. And then they built like the rest of the beat over it after like just letting it play. It's such a cool technique. Hey everyone, how's it going? I hope you're doing good. For those of you who are new here, my name is Jacob Williams. I am a professional music producer and composer. Today is going to be a really fun one because we're kind of diving into a different genre here. As you all know, I really like hip hop. I've been wanting to check out this project in particular for a while. Thank you guys for voting. This is the runner up. So to those of you on Patreon, you guys are getting this early. And for those of you in the future, hello from the past. You'll probably be seeing this a month later down the line. And might I add that while we're on the subject of our patrons, here is a awesome scrolling list of those of you that are patrons and supporters of this channel. Thank you so much for giving me more power to put into this content for you guys. We're going to just keep it going. I have been really enjoying checking out new projects every Friday. You guys have really helped me sort of open up my palette here. Now, when it comes to JPEGMAFIA, there are a couple songs from him that I have heard before. Of note is his song Bald and a couple of other projects, but Bald is actually on my gym playlist. I love that song. And one thing I wanted to point out is I don't just appreciate JPEGMAFIA for his unique rapping style, but I also really appreciate his production style. It's very unique. It's very electronic, actually. There's a lot of electronic influences in his production. I've heard that he uses a lot of rock and metal influence in his work, but I am yet to hear that. Personally, I really liked the collaboration EP he had with Danny Brown. Danny Brown is also a really near and dear rapper for me personally. I've liked pretty much all of his projects. Definitely an artist that we could do a deep dive on in the future. Yeah, I'm really excited to check this out. You guys wanted me to check out the director's cut of this album. I'm just going to be 100% honest. I do not have time for that today. It is a huge project. I mean, sure, an hour and 16 minutes. I guess when it comes to albums, that isn't like the longest that I've listened to, but 28 songs right now. We might have to revisit that at some point, or maybe do a deeper dive if I like the core project. So we're just going to do the regular album at 14 songs. It looks like we have a couple of interesting features on here. We got Vince Staples, which we're also doing a video on today, but it looks like we also have Denzel Curry, who is another, in my opinion, like A or S tier rapper. I love everything that guy does. Let's just dive in. First off, did he literally produce this whole album? Okay, we got some co-producers on some songs, but geez, I'm spoiling things, y'all. Track one.
If I was an NBA player, I'd be Dylan Brooks, but worse.
Ooh, nice delay.
I'm Debo, we are not equal. They all miss like the Shaq at the free throw. Script my plate, never shat whack though. Put a dog in another slave to the E. Dos Mio, sipping more Dilo. Stick like I'm starving, I'm finna let my rib show. Win loss, look at J. Paul, we face off.
Hold on. The vocal effects are very spontaneous here, and that's actually kind of a trademark of his sound, if I remember correctly. Like, he likes playing around with different distortions, echoes, little chorus modulations. Sometimes that just adds a bit of pizzazz to the track.
Who that running they trap? Why you ain't good like that? Y'all in trouble where I look good like that. They be switches a minute, they gon' put me in a Guinness. I need the maximum digits.
Again, I was honest with you guys. I was transparent. I have not heard any rock and metal influences in JPEG's music before, but again, I've only heard a couple of singles and features and the collab project with Danny Brown, so I'm not too deep in the rabbit hole. I wouldn't know, but right out the gate, we get these smacking riffs just worthy of being almost on a Slipknot song. It sounded like something off of like Subliminal Verses or Iowa with the dun 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 go.
You get hit with a face palm. It's a new year, but I'm still fake calm. 4-5 always there like State Farm. When they can't read you like a book, they gon' try to attack what you stand on. I'ma take off even if I land wrong and take everything I can get my hands on.
Now, those acoustic drum things in the background are being processed. They're being what I like to call like compressed boxed. It's a weird term, and what I mean by that is like you kind of make things sound a bit more punchy by lowering the threshold knob on a compressor. You could do this to any sound, but with drums specifically, it makes them sound like they're coming through a cardboard box. And sometimes that's a desired sound. Like on here, it's being used to sort of glitch out the beat to maybe like stuff it a little bit before we go into this next. What I'm going to assume is a hook or just another set of bars before the next hook. got the drum hits wrong, but you get the point.
When niggas be stressed about what you be doing more than they worry about their own shit. I hate when these bitches be begging your boy for some cash and then turn around and say eat the rich. They get mad when niggas do it for themselves cause the parents is still chipping in. Oh, you mad? Your bitch play follow the leader after you unfollow your bitch.
That was cool. That was cool. So the guitar riff was being treated like a turntable scratch. It was like, and then the bass, we didn't have any like 808s or anything, which is a mainstay for hip hop and has been for a really long time. Not what I expected right out of the gate on this project, but I'm pleasantly surprised by just a big nu metal like banger to start us off here. Oh. You know what's kind of cool about this? I don't think these are samples. I think these are actually like recorded instruments. That's just my opinion. But to make it still hip hop, what he did was he took the different parts and kind of did what they do back in like the 90s or the early 2000s is like in hip hop, they would take songs that rappers really liked and sample them into beats, and you would cut them into sections, right? So that they kind of look like little bricks in your DAW, and you'd put where you want the different riffs or the different samples to go before you create the entire beat for the rapper to rap on. Here, let's just take all these like riff and drum combos and then like parts with just the ride being played or parts with just a drum fill and like a bass slide, and just cut them up and put them into different places on the beat. That way it feels like they're being sampled, even if they're not. That's just the vibe I get. It could be very well like samples from another song just cut and then rapped over. I also felt like the progression of the vocal effect combo leading us out of that track was pretty creative with it sounded like a doubler times 2, so a quadrupler on the vocals. Let's go right into track 2, Sin Miedo.
You niggas is bitches, I don't wanna kick it. Peggy, I ain't for the fences. You niggas don't swing, you stacking up misses. You tweeting your business, we catching no business. Dick riding is expensive. If you need an image, then baby don't listen. Keep bumping, who the fuck is that? Fake broad talking to me rappers. Got a machine behind them and still they can't fill up capacity with their raps. Baby mama be a rack snack.
Those vocal samples back there are so distracting.
She had issues with her father. I had issues with my barber. She off all of these drugs. Coconut butter, RP and Carter.
Ooh, wow. So this goes to show how important it is to kind of have your own production on a beat. It's not obviously essential. Like rappers don't have to produce their own beats, but the strength of having that, of not relying on another creative hand, is you can tell yourself, this is where I want to have that sort of distinct push-pull dynamic with certain sounds before or after I rap, or before I engage vocally with this track, where I want certain grooves and certain sounds to sort of come in and out of. Oh, yeah.
I do it a vengeance. Next to spit heads out, shot with class, give me the tension. Y'all do a lot for the mentions. I spaz in other dimensions. Took it to another level, my attraction came with a pension. Now some niggas. The
production of this kind of reminds me of Death Grips in a way. Like, it has elements of organic sounds, and it also has elements of very spontaneous, bombastic, modern sounds as well. Like, you have the polished, like, modern hi-hats sometimes, or the modern, like, bass or little synth samples, right? Even the vocal chops are more of a modern sound. And then these like aggressive organic drums and guitar samples or recordings, right? We don't really know. We're not the ones who made this. We don't know what's a sample and what's not unless we try to figure it out on Genius or something. But I'm really enjoying this very sudden contrast and these very sudden breaks on both this song and the last one. I hope it continues through the whole album because that'll be just a roller coaster ride if that's the case. The vocal chops came back. I did a keyboard look to that, but it was a guitar solo ripping in the background right there. Oh. You hear that? It's like these weirdly processed like chimes or like keyboard things above everything. I feel like he's really showing off right now his like production mixing skills on this, and I really got to give a lot of credit for trying to come up with a unique sound in hip hop. I've heard some really unique like rap records like Utopia by Travis Scott. I think has a lot of unique sounds on it.
We have a problem.
Oh. There we go. There it is.
You got the swag of a nigga from Chatterbait. You wanna aggravate, stick talk, let the chopper elaborate.
Insane. So I've always been a sucker for beat switches. I don't know about you guys. Like, whenever a rapper chooses to have a new beat come in halfway through the song, or, you know, beat switches are just incredible. And it's something very unique to hip hop. It's very sacred to hip hop, in my opinion, because sure, you can have key changes in other songs, or you can have like more experimental moments where the band changes direction. But a beat switch is something that's very unique to this genre and to this style. And having it just come in like that and go right into JPEG's more like modern sound, like you have an equal touch of those aggressive organic sounds and then just those big death grips, electronic money store, like big synthesizers, just wild spontaneous percussion as well. Oh, that's definitely a playlist ad for me. 100%. I mean, he killed it in terms of his flow too. I thought bringing back that hook for the middle of the track right before the beat switch and just having like a little bit of an extra hook when the beat switch happened is great. I also like that the production was a little more prominent than even the vocals was. That speaks to me because I'm more of a musically driven person. If I'm listening to your song and I'm having a hard time deciding, okay, is this a synth bass? Is this a bass guitar? Is this a 808 with a bunch of saturation on it? You're doing a great job, because I shouldn't be sitting there hearing all the loose pieces of your song. Like, I should be literally just so immersed in the atmosphere of what you got going on that I kind of lose touch with that, you know? So very well done on this track and the first track. Let's go into track 3. I'll be right there. Nice lo-fi samples right there. Classic boom bap drums right there. Those vocal samples in the back, oh, they're so 90s. So I don't want to say Massive Attack. I'm just thinking hip hop in general. They just remind me of that very classic, fresh off the vinyl kind of sample. Nice chord choices. Soul samples. Before I did this, I should have come up with like a big bingo chart of like things I would have expected from the album, because I forget hip hop albums in general are just treasure troves of sounds, especially this type of hip hop. Anything experimental, alternative hip hop is just a treasure trove of sounds. That's the best way to categorize it, because you can just sample so many things and just put them in different parts of the beat. It's just so fun to try to sit here and sort of like dissect it all. Oh, nice.
Bitch, I'm back outside. They getting surprised when they hear
Nice.
this like epiphany. Back and forth with this African booty scratcher. I left all of that talking for bitches beat. I was at the chateau with the blower. You said you would show, but you never did shit to me. If you show for that face to face, wouldn't be shit with some shots. The same or lower tier.
Now we're getting, it's so hard for me to focus on his flow right now, but now we're getting a really just nice rolling flow from JPEG as well as just these really swelling samples in the back. I mean, we got those like soul vocals. Now we're getting these like Disney cinematic strings coming in.
To me, he talk shit with his friend. To me, that bitch only online, she ain't real to me. They is what niggas think I'm supposed to be. It's so funny you claim you tough, but you can't back it up, but you back it, posting to me. I done had the boy face down, ass up, like your baby mama be. Fuck these niggas, I'm spazzing, hitting that hoe till I give her a heart attack. I just told that bitch shit, you think Cardi back. I put creativity back on the map. I be spitting that dope like it's 80s crack. Fuck you ain't getting no cash back. You see daddy, they can't hear your flashback. You keep yapping, I open my cash app.
One thing that I always give rappers a lot of credit with is being able to not just write stuff that like has a nice punchline, right? Like to write lyrics that not only has a nice like punchline or a nice like, you know, way to dance around the beat rhythmically, but to also enunciate things a certain way or to just tuck them into these neat little rhythmic pockets and to keep it going. Like I can tell this was probably all done in one take. It sounds like a one take. It might have been comped, but it sounds like a one take. And even if you can make your verse sound like it's done in one take, that's good enough.
Head in a sack, bitch, I go Amber Rose with these MAGA raps. Yeah, stand on that shit, ain't no back and back. I don't care what you feel, I ain't factor that, and that's real. Barry Sanders, every run is a real. Colonel Sanders, keep the recipe sealed. These niggas connected like Bonnie for real. That nepotism will have you in the field. I let it hit, brewing that coffee, I'm taking a sip. Everybody.
That bass harmonic is killing me right there. The boom, 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 boom. The way it's sliding up and down, and I'm always a sucker of when it sounds like you have a sample. Cut up the sample on like, let's just say this top grid of like 8 squares or 8 parts of like a beat pad or whatever. And you just like find like the hookiest part on it. Like the I'll be there for. And then this is probably supposed to be the you part. I'll be there for. And you just find little interesting moments on the song where that belongs and you give it that home and you make it call back later as kind of either the verse ender or the phrase or the bar ender. Sampling as a whole, whether it's like pitch shifting stuff, cutting stuff up, squeezing it to fit into a beat, it's art. It's hard to do.
Y'all niggas thinking you one step ahead. This me letting you know that I'm hip. Y'all keep on thinking I'm playing ahead. I was dealt. Yeah, until the same can't get a grip on that bitch. Y'all want none of them problems. Y'all want none of them issues. None of your people gon' miss ish. You better off with a tissue. Go to the rocker with misses. She catching the tip like a scribbler. I had issues with my barber. You got issues with the clippers.
Beat switch, I think. Oh, it's the sounds from the beginning. Those little trickly synth things on top of the DX7. Yeah, I really like the way that tailed out. Let's just bleed it right into track 4 because I'm very, very much enjoying this project right now. Thank you guys for recommending it to me. What is that saying? Pac. Okay, I have no idea what that means. I thought it was they just had a curse word on repeat.
I just wanna make it home. Got on my Air Vision Pros. I feel like um faltou. Ela quica no pau, ela senta no pocotó, ufa pocotó. Fica de 4, nós bota 100.
Killing the sampling game right here. What is going on? There's like 5 different vocal samples happening here, just rhythmically happening around this pulsing beat, and I kind of like these like. I don't even like using this term in general. I think it's just a really cheesy term. It kind of downplays like what I'm talking about, but it's like a dance break, right? Like all these things happening around just a pulsing kick or like a pulsing dance break is pretty refreshing. Very death grips.
This hoe told me I'm a dog, but all my bitches say I can't even put this shit. I can't be no basic bitch. On my
So that right there, those little vocals being shoved back there, or it feels like they're being shoved back there, that's a mixture of turning their vocal volume down and cutting off some of the like lower mid frequencies of them, and then doubling them with a chorus, because what that does is it makes them sound less sharp, and you don't have to turn the chorus knob a whole lot, right? Like it sounds like they're just up like a little bit, like the mix knob on the chorus is up a little bit, and having them back there and a lot of their like lower stuff in the frequencies down in volume, what that does is it makes them less powerful and less sharp. So in general, it makes those backing vocals sound like they're behind you or like way back there, and also panning them, that also helps kind of make a sound like that.
in front of God, but I'm not even fake. I can't keep no secrets. They don't need to see. Walking that bitch. Ay,
There's our bass.
ay, I'm lit. I'm not gonna switch. Keep it in. My hips be keeping them. You missing my line. Stretch what you got on the dime. The wrist flips to keep her in tight. This hoe told me I'm a dog, cause I'm about to say I can't even put this shit. I can't be no basic bitch. On my knees in front of God.
We don't even have bass right now. The bass like went away. That goes to show you don't need to have just a roaring 808 to make a banger, because this is really keeping the energy going just with him rapping and then all these samples kind of cutting in and out, doing their thing. And the bass is really only rumbling just to kind of disturb the sort of dissonant mess that's happening right here.
Even fake. I can't keep no secrets. Baby, don't even speak.
Oh,
Bruh, I cannot take niggas thinking like this. They never met me but be on my dick. How you don't care but you got an opinion? How you don't care but you got an opinion? Smoking your face like I'm taking a swig. Free but you can't.
I feel like this album is just full of ear candy, and not only that, it would be really fun to do like a full length like drum cover session too, because there's so many different kinds of grooves on this album. Like there's a lot to it. It's a bulky project from a production standpoint. Even all those just like staticky straight from the record samples. I hope he's proud of this album, because this stuff hits hard.
I make it make sense. We just won't wave by, don't distant. I got all of my history friends on my hands and my niggas.
This is bordering like breakbeat jungle drum and bass stuff right here.
Man, I'm too rap, I don't know what it is. If I show you a drink, I ain't playing with kids. You niggas looping on you, but I'll never repeat. Bullshit ain't worth leaving.
That's bordering like Suicide Boys, Ghost Main type vocal technique right there, going into the really subdued, fried kind of vocal performance right there, like going really low into those notes. That was cool to hear like really briefly before he went back into the normal bouncy flow. There's so many delays and reverbs happening on these vocal chains, you guys. Like it's big. Like it might not sound like a lot if you're just passively hearing it in the background, but if you really sit here and try to pay attention to all of the different sounds flying through your headphones, it's just it's insanity.
Ela quica no pau, ela senta no pocotó.
Mais uma do Ramiro.
Ela quica no pau, ela senta no pocotó.
The way that sample got repeated, almost like as if like, let's say a DJ is like scratching this or using this beat, right? Just letting that part kind of repeat over an eighth note or over like a quarter note, and then they built like the rest of the beat over it after like just letting it play. As such a cool technique. Was that like an anime sample at the end there? That was great. That was great. I really just want to keep the vibes going, you guys. We're going to have that go right into New Black History featuring Vince Staples, which we are also talking about this week. Oh, nice synth. Where have I heard that before? Is that a sample of another rapper's song? I want to say I've hit. Yeah, I've heard that before. Yeah, I've definitely heard that before. Oh, that's right. We got Flume producing this one. How can I forget? So it's definitely a sample. And that explains why so far it's very synthetic, because we got Flume co-producing this.
That's resume, walk light when the elephant in the room. Push trunk, car, whatever niggas need to boom. By able to squabble, it'll be over soon. I say what I do and I mean what I wanna do. These are my gangster chronicles. I'm the god MC. I'm the tried and true. Try me, dream in the ICU.
Do you guys, do any of you listen to Chrome Sparks as well? I know Chrome and Flume have worked together before, but this synth line totally takes me to some of my favorite projects from Chrome Sparks. Just that really analog synth buried production, and I like hearing that on a rap beat. I really do.
Show and prove, I guess. Time to bust a new move, I guess. Scrolling through the tube with K West. See myself on the news, so blessed. Dudes don't get this good to they death. Real from Italy, must be kidding me. Northside, Long Beach, Aborigines can't get rid of we mean Black history.
Nice, nice.
Northside, hit the lottery. I hit the lottery.
When I come around, better stare at the floor. Cause I'm in that mode.
What was that? That was a really cool sample coming in right there. Like, it sounded like if you're in like a really old video game and you die in the lava or something.
Jonathan Major paper, especially when y'all cashing out with PDFs and rippers, no drizzy. I hope y'all paying attention. No, really, I die and I kill myself telling me kill.
Their chemistry on this track is really great, because I feel like Vince has a more kind of tried and true, very boom bap inspired flow. Like on his verse on Hive by Earl Sweatshirt, which was kind of my introduction to Vince's music, and his sound was on that verse. And I was just like, he sounds like he belongs right on just alternative boom bap beats. Like, that's just his home. That's where he belongs. And JPEG kind of has a faster tendency, not quite like JID, but definitely more of that fast flow. And so having them on like a similar sounding beat, just trading verses back and forth, is a really cool vibe.
No rest and fuck up. I wish I used my background as a. I wish I kept on eating prison lunch, cause I'm tweeting too much. Keeping it G is a must. These rappers fell off base. This is peeing in cups. Ain't nobody freeing than us. Yeah,
Oh, it's only slightly ear piercing, that little sample right there. If I had the compressor settings on it, I would definitely bring down the threshold on that compressor so that it wouldn't be as piercing on my eardrums. But nonetheless, it sounds really cool to bring this track out. Let's just have this go right into track 6, because I want to see how this project kind of flows together. Oh, nice 808. Oh, these outros are incredible. I hope that sound is in the next song. Oh, it's not. Oh well.
I hear you went down, 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 down. I hear you went down. I hear you went down, 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 down. Did you go down?
I had to get on my pop shit. I don't wanna start shit. These rappers is regular food. I put my bitch up compartment. She thinking in carpet. She can't fuck no regular dude.
This is the most, like, I'm telling you, this album is some of the most creative rap that I've heard in a while.
I don't know who told these wiggers that acting like niggas was ever the vibe of them. You know that, I know that ain't really you. Cause the blacker they image, the whiter the one. Say that. Wanna cry the brother that made that. If you hate my nigga, just say that. We can take this shit the veteran way. The Kimber, the Glock, the mini to trade. I ain't going nowhere, I'm right in your face. Making sure you be hit to her neck in a break. Wanna cry the brother that made that. If you hate my nigga, just say that. Just to be clear, I'm the cornerback. With this throwing that pass, if you fumble that. I am the LT, set it up with smack. Back to back
First off, here, this whole part, it's that beginning part with like the no bass, not even mid frequencies. It sounds like it's all treble. It's like these shuffling drums and like vinyl sounds, and they're just washing away, right? He's still rapping over it. Like, it's just crazy. I mean, his vibe definitely gives me experimental hip hop. Like, I definitely get some Death Grips influence on this project. That's just what I'm perceiving from it, but yeah, it's intense. This whole piece of work is just intense.
Stay in the crib with your favorite.
Those were different vocals. You had JPEG over here and then someone else saying the exact same thing. It sounded like a female over here on the left headphone. Oh. It's so noisy. Oh, there's so many like noise samples or like a noise like synthesizer going over it. But what's great is depending on how you process noise in beats, it can sound more relaxing than just ear piercing, right? Like if you look up like 10 hours of white noise on YouTube, you can take that and sample it into your beat for just like more color, more background, more kind of, mix filler to sort of bring everything together. I've done it, but sometimes I resort to just using a synth to generate noise. I find that has more of a cleaner sound than just sampling it from somewhere. But you can also sample it if you make beats using samples.
I hear you when did you go down?
Please be a beat switch. Oh, we're getting a little darker. They took out the noise. They took out the noise for like 4 or 5, 6 stomps, however many that was, and then brought it back. Guitar samples.
If that cops come around, don't say, ¿qué pasó?
That was a very intense beat. Towards the end there, I got super curious. I looked up, does JPEGMAFIA play guitar? And the first thing that came up is, does Peggy play guitar on the new album or drums on his new album? So I guess it's been a subject of discussion, like, because there are a lot of actual instruments being played on here. And even what I mentioned earlier, I can't tell what's real, what's sample, what's not. It doesn't feel like it's a sample, though. A lot of it doesn't feel like samples. A lot of the more in-between noises feel like samples. And yeah, can we talk about that big sample lift towards the end, like those strings coming in and just those really big cinematic tones? And anyways, the thing that I found in this discussion was guitar was credited by actual players, so they're they're most likely not digital. So he didn't play the guitar parts himself, but people that did play the guitar on this album are credited. Drums are most likely digital, but for this album, we don't know for sure. So that would be kind of the top answer we can go with if that's like the first thing that I can really find. I like the musicality of this album. I like the way it plays. I like how huge it is. Some parts of it do kind of leave me speechless. Like I can't find a hard time really saying anything about it, but it does make me feel both excited, energetic, and yeah, it's definitely a very unique piece of hip hop here. It really does take me back to kind of the first time I heard Death Grips, like on the Money Store, even Exmilitary, which is funny enough, a track name coming up on here. Let's move on to track 7, Vulgar Display of Power, which I believe is a Pantera album. No, nice little samples right there. That sounds like 3 different samples. You got the vocal samples, you got the cute little bells, and then you got what sounds like a Nintendo chip video game sample happening back there.
Hey, shorty fucking rappers now, says she need a low dose. I'ma take Klonopin and mix it with the no dose. Zero fear in it, got it tatted on my torso. He's paying for free and talking about it like they forced yo. Fuck about my DMs, nigga, I cannot endorse yo. The only time I fuck with amateurs is if it's porno.
I kind of like that this part right here, you can't even tell what speed the beat is at because it's just a shredding guitar riff and a beautiful guitar solo. I'll be at that. Like, it's just a very melodic piece of guitar just kind of flying around back there. His flow is incredible. That right there, my friends, is Fry, and it sounds like he's just like back there with like quad stacks of that recording.
The pain, I bring the pain. I'm at your neck, don't speak my name. I want respect, I'll keep the chain. I should and finesse the game.
I love that. That sounds so good. Like it's got this big like rock instrumentation, but the rhythm is very like hip hop. It's very trap. Those record scratches just kind of coming in and out, like they're there and then they're not, and then it's very Linkin Park in my opinion, like just a little bit, right? Which is ironic because he just recently toured with them. Unfortunately, JPEG was not the opener of the set that I went to when I saw Linkin Park live recently, but we did get to see Gene Dawson, which was an incredible experience.
1, 2.
Oh.
Shorty wanna kick it with a mask. Show her who I am, and I should kick it with an activist. Inside Malcolm with the soul of a ratchet. Saturated.
Melody change. We're getting a melody change on those guitars, kind of like a beat switch, but just with that one sound. I don't know. Let's see where the drums and everything goes here.
You a Laps fan, and I hope you never stand again, cause all my enemies check me. You better phone a friend.
This feels like a really intense anime battle, but with JPEG just like rapping underneath it. Like, you know how when people are fighting in anime, there's just like this incredible like guitar solo shredding like anthem happening like in the background. That sounds like that's what's happening right now, but he's just dropping bars and ad-libs across the board while it's happening.
Your neck, don't speak my name.
Oh.
I want respect, I'll keep the chain. I do, and finesse the game.
Oh, so great. Now we're back to the samples that we heard in the beginning.
Follow yourself, and you'll not only find you, but you'll also find me.
Was that a sample, or was he like just doing like a little DIY alternative song back there? That had to have been the most metal rap song that I've heard in a while. And what's great is the riff wasn't super present. It also wasn't super disturbing to the beat. Like, and it was actually just a bunch of guitar solo bits and little like light guitar riffs, like more so up on the neck than lower. Incredible. Let's move on to, I think it's the longest track. Yeah, the longest track on the album, track 8, Exmilitary. Ooh. this sample right here, or this series of samples that you're hearing in the back right here, sound like they could go on just a traditional rap record, like a classic from early 2000s, late 90s rap.
Got dirt on me, my country encouraged me. I just bought a dirty piece. I just bought a dirty piece. My famo discouraged me. My exes threw dirt on me. Best to rap the dirty sheets. Best to rap the dirty sheets.
So I was right. The sort of like echo complex that he uses on his vocal chains are kind of like a staple sound because it's really all over this album as well as on stuff I've heard from him before.
The numbers off, but I don't play no lottery. I might have broke your homegirl off, but you ain't gotta unfollow me. Facts. I got ex-friends, know my number and still turn on me. I'm her ex-man, but she pretends she never heard of me. Ho, watch what you say, lie on my name, that there is perjury. Feels like I'm fucking a hoe in the you living up there with uncertainty. For real. I promise before you go, I won't address you personally. But when them boys get to it, they gon' do it to you purposely. Ever Raisi in the heli feeling foggy. Money, 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 it made me feel like I'm target. Blown up like I'm IDF nitty. Warrants ain't stopping shit. Is you Harvey, Jeffrey, R. Kelly, or is you opposite? Say that shit. Say that shit. Say that shit. Say that shit.
Oh, I keep wanting to mention things, but I'm like entranced by his rapping style on this and just the way that he words what he says in so many different like rhythmic and melodic pockets. Just like what I said on the other song, we're having different like ups and downs happening with the syllable tendencies in what he's writing here. And yeah, wow, it's just so much to like just sit here and get lost in. And the starts and the stops with the beat definitely help it translate and come through. I did not expect such a hard beat blast to happen right as I hit play. That was crazy. Oh. Ooh. That melody, that could either be a very fast guitar just going really fast and running through some EQ processing to make it sound more radio or more mid-pass. Or it could be a synth. It could be just an arpeggio note being held down like this and just kind of wavily being played up and down on the scale.
The rock, I'm open again. Past the point, I'm posting my friends. Tell me what you gonna do with that rock. I hit the leg,
rhythmic change.
Why go to heaven? I'm tripping in sin. Why fuck a hawk? Fuck on a friend. Most of you niggas can't fuck with my pen. Pocket rocket on me, invader sin. You niggas really be scaring the hoe. I scared of bros and ain't got no like friends.
That was a reference to the collaborative project with Danny Brown.
But all I see is niggas playing pretend. You niggas bitches and need an assist. I run the game and I love when you break. I'm Luka bitch, I'm not gonna miss your whole on tongue like the nigga from Kiss. Bring my BM, she ain't do shit.
I love that Kiss reference. That was great.
And you up since you got to your ends. Dead in the water, you swimming with sharks. Seeing your bitch play that hole like a heart. Took your bitch shopping, go check out my car. Switch up the energy, cover the scars. I pledge allegiance, my hand over heart. I pledge allegiance, my
Ooh. The way that came down, I recently talked about it in another video, but there's a way to do it. You can use like the fade tool in Logic and just click slow down, like just target whatever part of your audio that you want to kind of, I just did it like 3 times today over different tracks that I was making. It's a great way to sort of die down the energy. You can also do it opposite and have it speed up.
I pledge allegiance to my niggas, my hoes, my bitches, and me. Every morning I get down on my knees for a God that I can't see. Every tweet they come with a cost. Every enemy pay them is soft. If you break up, delete it and crop. Fuck my ex and fuck every cop. Nepo baby shit. These bitch niggas always got their hands down. Bitch ass nigga be down for the slide and they cry when they see your man down.
Wow.
I'm not just throwing paint at the wall. I don't do nothing but ball. I can't be racist. I'm chasing the pain and spending white faces on weapons of war.
I would love some background on just this raw sound that he's chasing on this album and why he's walking such a fine line between modern like rap sounds and just this raw, really like epic sounding, just like beefy rock music. And what I like is it's not modern, right? The guitar tones are not cleaned up. Like they're not properly EQ'd. It sounds like just a raw garage, just rock show kind of like feel to it. Almost like it's coming off of a vinyl record, but it's literally just in your face. Even those distorted toms, the reason why they're distorted is because they're so loud. They're clipping, but they're clipping on purpose. Like he is picking this direction that's very industrial, very experimental, very alternative. All these gritty adjectives describe what's happening here. Just these big, raw sounds.
This an official decision, I don't give a fuck. I'm on the cusp, I'm on a mission, dressed like a mortician. I'm spitting harder than a rapist. Strip on cap on his calendar, niggas be silent and stop moving vinyl. Almost a challenge, it's hard to keep balance. I'm selling the birds and I'm feeding my cubs. Some of you niggas grew up in castles, acting like life is a hassle.
There's the thing from the beginning.
I take a nigga talking shit down to the back row, pick your lip lock in the backwards. I ain't born rich, no pot to piss. I make one flick, that's over 6. The lies don't stick, narratives ain't fitting. Now they gotta pivot, the goalpost shifts. Run it up, running my bitches crazy. Counting up, all this bread and who y'all think is the champ? I treat the belt like it's fake.
Oh, that guitar synth thing coming back up. Yeah, there it is. I'm so glad we're getting that to bring this out. That was one of my favorite parts of the track. Oh. Where is that sample from? I've heard that, the little the like spoken word or like very lightly sung thing right there. Also, that tremolo effect on whatever that is, a synth, a guitar, I have no idea what that is, but that just, the pumping like reverb on it. Oh, wow. Like these are things that I just wouldn't have thought about if I was producing this beat. So I really got to give credit where credit's due, because these are just crazy decisions being made for a solo produced rap song. Like I literally just looked, there's no other production credit on here. I mean, he's just carrying the whole production. It's just, yeah. I love being surprised by art. I love being surprised by sounds that I wouldn't have thought to put in a song. Like, that's kind of the joy about listening to new music and having like the perspective that I have of working on songs, is being shown different creative directions through different lenses. I'm able to go, oh, okay, I'm going to write that down. I'm going to rip that off out of inspiration. Like I'm going to inspire myself to do that next time I go to make a track. Like just do something a little more in that lane, or do something a little more creative like that. 'Cause there's so many surprises happening on here. It's a treasure trove of sounds. It's incredible. Those strings. Oh. And now we're back to the sample from the beginning. Raw bass guitar too. I don't even know what to say at this point. I'm literally speechless. I did not even know that 5 minutes, that song was 5 minutes long. I would have had no idea at all. Like, I'm literally like shocked, you know, like, oh my God. Okay. Let's go right into track 9. I want to hurry up and get to track 10 so I can hear him work with Denzel Curry, because those two on a track would just be phenomenal. For those of you who have heard it already, I'm sure you're just like, yeah, hurry up and get to that song. Let's the track 9.
time I get to sticking and I come around with that Kimber, I'm wearing a mask. These hoes still in they DJ phase, they coming up short on piece of cash. And I take all these dick riders, my bitch addicted to hating and kissing my ass. Damn it, you know I'm too much of a narcissist. Fuck on my reputation for a bag. I can sniff out you proximity bitches, I can't be responsible, I'm not your dad. Up in the morning, I'm cleaning my babies, I'm switching that bitch, I make sure it don't jam.
Oh, the way the distortion came pumping up through the automation right there.
Know that I'm down with the system, practice the quickness, fucking up band. Mask with a nigga like I'm taking it. I want to lick shit, he gave me sand. Kimber, Delta, Draco, he's our few, my favorite band. I'm still shady, but I'm not a stand. Tracy McGrady, I jet with my hand.
This reminds me of some of those older rap songs. Almost some like mid 2010s rap songs that would have the 808 placement so that it's not happening on every downbeat. Like it would be a tease, right? It would be a once in a while sound. A good example, and this is more of a rock song anyways, but on Linkin Park's Lying From You, the 808 that happens in the beginning happens on like every other like third beat or something like that. Like it happens like way later. It's like boom, boom, ba, 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 boom. Like the 808 isn't always there, so it feels special when it is there.
Oh, nigga, do not be the band. Talking that shit, cause you know I'm the one with the beats, the money, the drugs in the land. Godzilla and Kong with that mic in my hand. Jihad Joe, I kicking that dough, better hit my line if the bombs don't land. Yeah.
Oh. Nice record scratch leading into the...
I'm so terminally online. Goddamn, I gotta check my.
I love these pockets. These pockets of just, oh, it's hip hop. Now we're in these like face melting riff sections. And now we're back to a whole different beat, a whole different vibe that you didn't get in the beginning part of the song. I'm literally loving it. It's almost on every song on here. It's just incredible. Maybe not the first one because the first one was kind of short, but it's just, I'm having such a moment over here, you guys.
I'm so terminally online. Goddamn, I don't respect myself.
Wow. So yeah, leading into the song, I don't know what to expect. I'm kind of expecting something like on Walking by Denzel Curry, like the kind of like soulful meets like boom trap kind of thing. A little bit of that, maybe a little bit of Ultimate on there, just a little bit of some of his older, like more classic Denzel Curry flow, partnered with this really like fast, rhythmically complex JPEGMAFIA flow. That's what I'm expecting. And maybe they can like trade a verse, like have one verse cut in half, switch between them. That's kind of what I'm envisioning, but let's find out.
Out the trenches for you flabbergasted fat fucks. This your boy Denzel Curry and this bitch. And I'm chilling with my nigga Peggy. You already know what time it is. We going
nice jazz samples back there.
And inside your girl with it. Feel me? Live out of your bitch body like my nigga Wayne say. And you know for Pete's sake, nigga, the boy Denzel Curry gotta do what it takes to get that motherfucking money and that motherfucking bread to get it all on your bitch end. Yeah. So this how we gonna do it. Okay, so I gotta be rude. No matter which way you go, you'll still be a square like a Rubik's Cube. See, I'm trying, nigga.
You'll still be a square like a Rubik's Cube.
Me and JP on my APE, so I got monkey bars for the same PE.
I'm liking the like spontaneous like jazz flams happening back there. So what a flam is when a snare is hit like twice kind of in one go, like but up, just really fast. But up, like there's not even like a beat bar or a tick or a division of a bar to separate the two hits. It's literally just boot up, and there's a lot of that happening. Not even on where the downbeat normally would be in hip hop. It's kind of like a swing rhythm, a little bit jazz influence, not just because of the horns, but also because of the drums that we're hearing. Oh.
Somebody from Street Fighter 6 on my neck, but the niggas never do it like this. Got a brand new Algo shit in a Kuma, hanging from my neck to my dick. Live and direct out your bitch pussy. This your boy Denzel Curry in this hoe, aka Zeltron, aka Big Ultra. Y'all niggas don't know what the fuck it is when a real nigga step into the room with some alligator shoes on. Cause you know we straight out the swamp, straight out the Everglades, out in Florida, bitch ass nigga. You feel me? Dade County get sprayed county, Lauderdale or Slaughterdale. You already know what the fuck it is. Hey Peggy, let me talk to him one time. Hold up.
Niggas be begging for shit to be different until they get
Nice.
it and treated indifferent. People project.
I kind of like that instead of having just a hook or like a chorus or a catchy moment, it's very progressive. They have these like off hooks, like they're just saying certain things or almost talking to the audience directly before switching verses, before passing the mic. And I think that's kind of a more unique way to do a feature instead of just having verse, hook, verse, hook. Like
the life that they live in. Niggas net worth be like $17 while they begging for features for shorties I've been with. I can sniff out you proximity. Hoes always need some shit going on, but never did it. I don't understand when people talk shit on me. They gotta leave with a lie, some fibbing. Friends acting like they don't wanna talk. Start begging for change, I don't know what it's giving. Niggas be trying to fuck on your bitch while they dapping you up, saying, I see your vision. Fake friends turning on me for nothing. They mad cause they failed even with an advantage. This is my fight. I just woke up as a child of the light. Jumped on the beat, had to tell it goodnight. Y'all tried your best, but it hitting it right. Kimbo OGM is high as a kite. Shot for successful, I bought me a pint. Watch how I whip my stir fry the rice. Get your head cracked just for rolling the dice.
that rhythm is infectious, the way that it goes bum, 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 and then this horns kind of stay in that sort of sustain before getting re-looped and resampled again.
Believe what you see, now what's said on the mic. Thank each other, I kick out every time. Can't get me down, so they try by the side. Try fuck on my money, try fuck on my mind. They acting like fucking these bitches and crime. This ain't relatable, this ain't debatable. Something happened to you, it's by design. Yeah, man. Locked in an Airbnb somewhere with a bunch of niggas playing with each other's dicks. 0 women around. Looping records nobody wants to hear.
Oh, now we have like a more slow down part out here.
I can't pray to no God I can fear. I think I should have ran me a coat. Quarterback that hole like I'm painting on coals. Fuck niggas yapping about me on they all. But when I see you, it's degrees of assault. You say you see him, you catching the case. I hope not the one that you got in your bowl, cause that shit is shaky. Heard the church service say come as you are, so I showed up with a whole.
Ooh, there's like a synth happening back there in this beat switch. So right now we are in the beat switch because the whole pulse of this has changed. And now I'm hearing these like kind of noises back there. Good acoustic guitar work too.
I know that time heals wounds, my time is money, and I can't use time to say we pray for all of my enemies. They either dead or hating, literally faking. Lame ass niggas get exposed every day, and I don't gotta do nothing more than frustrate him. He's not a threat, bitch. I'm armed, I'm a vet. I hit marksman and basic. I never need trained, bitch.
Oh. Ooh. That was really cool, bleeding those samples into that plane taking off thing at the end there. Yeah, overall, that was a really cool collab. I think they both played to their strengths on there, especially rapping over like a more modern boom bap song with a bunch of jazz samples in there and a very progressive arrangement like what we were just talking about. And in the beat switch, I did really like hearing sort of JPEG's frustration with people in general and just like people who like to just talk down people on the internet and don't really actually want to engage in a conversation face to face, and hearing that over a more softer kind of soulful type of vibe felt like a very appropriate outro to the song, and just kind of hearing everything progress upward and build with that opera sort of like choir singing, I guess. Just this big collection of sounds that work really good together. It could have very well been 3 different samples in the same key that kind of work together. I have no idea what the song sampled, so until I do research on it, we aren't going to know. Let's move on to track 11, Either On or Off the Drugs. I think this is the main single of the album based on the play count. Let's just dive right into it.
I've named this one JPEG.
Oh. Oh. A sample?
Look, I ain't really into flashing. I feel like an accident. I'm never chose. Baby talking voice of passion. I feel like it's corny if you ain't on code.
I like how when he started rapping and when the beat really started picking up here, we had like another sound going on underneath that main sample going boop, 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 boop. Like it kind of started going like kind of smoothing out the sort of low mids of the mix.
Be on my dick for nothing. I'll be like, what happened to these niggas, bro? Like niggas be really going through, but there's a better way to let the people know. People say I'm never present, I ain't messy, I'm just focused on my goals. Cause either on or off the drugs, my energy is Tony Potter in his nose. And either on or off the drugs, my energy is non-magic with the hoes. Cause I've been boxing with the drugs, I got a good chin like James Tone. Niggas be putting your boy in a box, they be acting like cops, I can never be phony.
I like how we went from that vibe that we had in that first part of the track, now we get more guitar work. That is just genius, going between the worlds of rock and rap in such a very unique way, right? Because this isn't like Linkin Park, this isn't like Rage Against the Machine, this is like something different entirely. He's kind of embodying the genres like they're 2 different parts of his mindset, right? Like he's like, now that I'm in this part of the verse, I want to embody this part of the genre. I want to embody this musical style. And then when he wants to go back to the sort of nostalgia sounds that people are probably used to from him, he'll go back and lean back into those hip hop roots.
Acting like a thought, I hope it's all like act, she deserves a tone.
Because even right there, that's rock.
Off the drugs, can't hold the buzz, I can auto-tone. Cause either on or off the drugs, a voice plays in my ear like I'm a hole.
Nice.
The first one was good with the beats. The second one put me up in the deep. The third one was sick, no disease. The fourth I had to rush it to complete. I don't have no basis, not a secret. Ain't no happy house, we taking beatings. The streets in my mind is filled with demons. That's why I be eating these bitches like Sarah and Tegan. Cause distractions hitting every season. These niggas just rob no reason. It's not just a facade that I can see, or standing up for guys I don't believe. I'm Michael Jackson dancing in the mirror. The only one who can see me is me. We don't take EBT, no C notes, 100K tweets. Gotta pray my symbol.
Ooh, nice strings coming in too.
Some of you niggas be talking right out of the side of your neck, and I can't believe that to be gassing
the flow switch right there.
Some of you niggas be sitting around all day hating on niggas they never met. I just feel sad for you, little bro. Baby, you know when I'm wildin' out, I make a mess. I keep the cannon like Nick, put my bitch in the vest. What did that last one contribute but pussy and stress? Nothing.
I'm looking for her.
I could see why, if that was chosen as a single for the album, why it was, because it was him kind of leaning on his strengths primarily, and it wasn't as shocking as some of the other material that's on this album. Like, it teased it roughly with all the guitar solo work happening in there. And I kind of like that he's using more lead guitars instead of just guitar riffs and guitar lower sections to kind of tuck into these beats, because like the more higher riffs that you use, the less messy your midsection and your low section is going to be when it comes to mixing the world of hip hop into what you're doing. So it's actually very unique, and it's to be commended. Let's go into track 12, Loop It and Leave It.
Yeah, I know I got scuffles ahead of me. When I speak in my mind, it's unsettling. I know liberal feelings is delicate. Fly the plane when you feed them their medicine. Got the doctor subscribing his ketamine. Cause it's more than these shadows I'm wrestling. Drip my bitch in Dior, she decadent. Work so much you think Peggy was Mexican. It's to thinking that Peggy a joke. Got procedures in place for the heckling. When they wanna speak, this is a veteran. I'm like Kelly, Beyonce, Michelle. Say my name or I can't really tell. Niggas rap like they casting a spell. Niggas vague, my presence is felt. I'm direct, they go everywhere else. I've been ratchet to Keenan and Kel. Don't know who you are, be someone else. Don't just copy me, bitch, be yourself. When you got it, they hate you still. They gon' laugh every time that you rap. Tell them rap, stop paying their bills. Yeah. 4-5 on a hit, ready
Oh.
pronto. 2 cups champagne and a rhino. Weapons ready.
These have to be the most crisp drums on the album so far. I'm also really liking that kind of plucky little synth keyboard sample thing in the back there. That seems to be another mainstay to his music, is having just those really big panned sort of out there, like outer space sounding synths.
Up with the cocoa, got my side face to Jack Harlow. All my bad hoes bringing that work home straight to my game of chair. 5'9" knocking out hoes as tall as Angel Reese, I don't care. Hold on, read my sign, I know I ain't shit, let's not even go there. Heard you fucking my bitch, I fucked yours too, let's keep that shit square. Ayy, fall on me, ayy, fall on me, ayy, put it all on me, babe.
What a nice little jam. I'm saving that. Oh, the sounds are so diverse right here. Where are they coming from? Oh, those strings. Oh, you hear that nice little wobble from the bass harmonic, like not necessarily 100% harmonizing with the sample. It kind of just went boom, 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 boom. You hear really good on headphones that have a lot of like bass reception on them. That was a really unique track, because again, what we were talking about with his arrangement choices on JPEG Ultra and even the songs before it, either On or Off the Drugs kind of had more of a standard, more tried and true kind of arrangement. It was still a little unique, but even on this, we just had one verse, one hook, and a big outro with all these sounds and samples in it. Like, I absolutely love it. It makes me want to really dive into more of his music, because I like things that sort of leave me with not a whole lot to like expect next. Like, because even for these next 2 songs, I have no idea what to expect on them. All right, track 13, Don't Put Anything on the Bible, featuring Buzzy Lee. I have no idea who Buzzy Lee is, but we're going to find out. Do you hear that like bass kind of buzzing into the track right there, kind of leading up with all these like sparkly samples? I'm hearing guitars, I'm hearing keyboards, I'm hearing choir vocals. Ooh. Rumbling bass coming in, love that. Oh, beautiful. Oh. This is like the thing that he's sampling on this is very 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. It's being played in a lot of triplets, so it's either in 3/4 and 6/8, which is unique because a lot of hip hop is in 4/4. Like most hip hop songs are in 4/4. So kind of a risky move. We'll see how this works. Ooh, that TV static coming in. Are the bars coming? Is this all sample or feature? We'll see how this transitions. Interesting.
Fuck out the deep end, go get you a flow. Y'all niggas always be doing the most. Black Michael Phelps just acknowledge the stroke. God level Libra, swim with a ghost. I switched the channel and lost the remote. She for the war.
So you guys won't hear this, right? But a lot of the like hi-hat and snare action is happening over here in the right, and the kick and the bass are mostly happening in the left. So kind of an interesting mix choice. Either that or my equipment's failing on me, but I doubt it. It's definitely a production choice.
To the glow, gaslight is popular, learn how to cope. Acting like hoes, I throw these bands and she hit the flow. Let's get it. Everyday people pushing past the limit. Men only know suppressing what they feeling. I used to work for pennies on the minute. Hunger from struggle, stated cause I live it. Worked on my muscle, flex on all you bitches. I can't defend this bitch up in the mirror. I'd rather ask forgiveness than permission. Undo the cap, you can't restore the feeling. I never chill cause y'all really want a nigga broke. Like, fuck the excuses, but y'all really eat off the toxic narratives and jokes. Like, friends they pass, and some opportunities never come back. If I don't know nothing, no one thing is sad. Never react to the demographic with the swag of a cashier and Radio Shack. Talking to Zoe like when we start running, we ain't finna look back. New niggas making it trendy, the trauma bond. Self-oppression is deeper than rap.
Oh, the sample went away. Is that JPEG going through all of his samples on his computer, just going, I want this one? No, now I want this one. No, now I want to build a beat around this one. Just going boop, boop, boop. Yeah, no, I want that one. So that was probably the most unique song on the album because the sample or the feature or whatever was happening in the first part went all the way up to like about halfway, and then we had a beat switch with him rapping over this more skeletal, kind of less dense instrumentation, and the drums were very interesting in terms of their processing and how they were like sort of panned between the headphones with different frequencies, like more of a EQ based kind of panning right there. It wasn't my favorite personally, but I can appreciate the sort of different direction that it took from the rest of the project. And with that being said, I want to move into the last song on the album, track 14, I Recovered From This.
Funny how time flies when you're having fun, please stay. Funny how time flies when you're having fun. Funny how time flies when you're having fun. Yeah, ooh, funny how time flies when you're having fun.
It's not that I don't love my bitch, but I don't love these side hoes neither. She throwing that shit back at me and I'm catching it like I'm a wide receiver. Out of these losers, you fucking ain't hitting it right, I'm Derek Jeter. Hard on my sleeve and cash in my fist. Chase a dream, maybe not just a bit. I can believe that this hoe got me breaking, I'm breaking like this. Look, my bitch never got taken from me, I lost her myself. My bitch never got comfort from me, I needed too much help. I can't do 1 hour a week, I think I need more help. I don't think I need no more fixing, I'll just heal myself. Who's gonna be there when you low, bitch, you or somebody else? My actions got way too active, I don't want no more help. 1 hour a week ain't enough for me, I think I need a friend. Everyone that I ever dated deserves better, man. I could've wrote this when I'm faded, but alcohol gives you a lens. When I speak in my mind, I'm on demonic time, I got family and fences to mend. Every argument comes with a cost, every dub ends up in a loss. Gotta keep the facade of a boss, every picture developed is tossed. I know bitches that I never talk to, I got exes, I'm still fucking raw. I've been stuck in a car with a child lock, trying to break out and answer the call. Can you hear it? Actual love, actual heart, actual care. Niggas get mad at me when I call out the hate, cause they hating, no debating. All on my dick and you know we ain't dating. Bitch nigga, let's face it. We came up out the mustard, got dirt in our faces. Now we counting blue faces. White girl slide on the pole, I'm throwing her faces. I can never, it's not that I don't love my bitch, but I don't love these side hoes neither. She throwing that shit back at me and I'm catching it like I'm a wide receiver. I know these losers, you fucking ain't hitting it right, I'm Derek Jeter. Hard on my sleeve and cash in my fist. Chase a dream, maybe not just a bit. I can't believe it, this bitch got me breaking, I'm breaking like this.
the way it's like fading out now.
Fine. Working on this shit.
Oh, so nice, so beautiful. I feel like that was the perfect outro for an album like that. Everything on this album was so high energy and so in your face. And then like the last two songs were like the nice calm down. Really ever since track 11, either On or Off the Drugs, have been more of like a calm down release moment. Like there's a lot of tension. There's a lot of hype, a lot of stress happening on this album. And then it just gets blown off. And then here, even from a lyrical standpoint, I would say this is some of the most deep lyrics and bars that I've heard from JPEGMAFIA. Like, period, end of story. It just was probably some of his best work overall, even on just this last song, which goes to show you don't need just hard breaking drums or riffs or anything to make a really good rap song. You just need a good pulse, a good vibe, and just to kind of be yourself over the track. And I think that's exactly what he managed to do over this. Overall, I absolutely love this project. There's a lot of it that I'm going to be taking and having re-listens of and just kind of sinking my teeth into it, both from just a lyricism standpoint and also just from a production, grabbing sounds, taking inspiration standpoint. I mean, there's just a lot on here. I really liked I'll Be Right There. The intro, the first two songs were great too. Exmilitary had just such a unique arrangement. Same with JPEGULTRA. Either On or Off the Drugs and Loop It and Leave It were probably some of the more repeatable songs on here, I would say. And this last song is just really JPEG being in his feelings, I guess. And I love the I'm sure there's a lot of deeper meanings on this album. There's a lot of sort of social commentary probably, but from an overall vibe standpoint, this is one of the more unique rap albums I've heard in a long time. So thank you all for recommending this to me. I hope you liked some of my takes. I hope you enjoyed some of the stuff that we broke down on this video. I wish I could have gone deeper, but I really was just kind of in a bit of a trance with some of these tracks. Like it was just kind of felt nice to sort of let go and just listen to it. It's a very meditative album when it wasn't abrasive and in your face and just riffs and booming bass. There's just a lot of unique qualities to it. It makes me want to dive more into his catalog. So with that being said, if there are any other projects that you want me to check out, and by the time this is on YouTube, you can let me know. Feel free to let me know in the comments, or for those of you who are on Patreon watching this early, please feel free to let me know. And again, guys, thank you so much for supporting this channel and for keeping us going. I'm really excited for you guys to check out the other video that I'm posting on YouTube today. I believe it's the Vince Staples Big Fish Theory video, and I'm excited to check that one out too. Thank you guys so much for your time, and have a great rest of your day.